Hi everyone! Welcome to Souped Up Recipes. I'm Mandy. Today we're making dumplings from scratch. I'll talk about how to make the wrapper correctly, how to make the filling juicy and flavorful so you can get the best dumplings ever. Trust me, nothing beats homemade dumplings if you get it right. I'll also show you the easiest way to wrap the dumpling so you don't slave yourself all day. Let's get started. First, you have to pick the right flour. I always recommend using bread flour for making dumplings because it has a higher protein content compared to all-purpose flour in general, but that does not mean you cannot use all-purpose flour at all. It really depends on the brand. For example, this brand. Every serving contains 4 grams of protein. That is more than 13%. And this one has 3 grams of protein per serving. That is 9.6%. They're both all-purpose flour, but the protein contents are so different. This bread flour contains 10%. I think that is the bottom line for making dumpling wrappers. The higher, the better. If all you have is low protein content flour, you can use a combination of egg and water to form the dough. By doing so, you're adding extra protein into the flour that will improve the texture of the wrapper. Okay, now you have picked the right flour. Let's talk about the water ratio. I like to be precise, so I always list the exact ingredient amount for better success. But when it comes to making dough, I will get comments that tell me they follow the measurements exactly, but the dough comes out too dry or too sticky. That is because every brand of flour has different water absorbing rate. You have to adjust it based on your situation. The general rule is to use less water possible to form a non-stick smooth dough. For dumpling wrappers, 50% water ratio is a safe number, which means for 400 grams of flour, use 200 grams of water. Don't forget to add some salt and stir to dissolve. I still recommend adding the water into the flour little by little so you can adjust the texture. However, don't stress about it too much because dough is very forgiving. You can always add more water or flour if needed. I am going to use a KitchenAid to knead the dough. Let it run on medium speed for 10 to 12 minutes. If you're kneading it by hand, it will also take about 10 to 12 minutes. When it's done, it should look like this. Take it out and shape it into a log. The dough needs some time to rest, about 30 minutes. Then it will be more pliable to work with. While waiting, we can make the filling. 400 grams of ground chicken. Season it with 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1.5 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Always make sure to season the filling a little bit saltier than your normal taste, so the flavor can balance out with the plain wrapper. That is the key to make your dumpling flavorful on its own. 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, 1 teaspoon of chicken bouillon powder, 1 teaspoon of 5 spice powder. This is optional. You don't have to use it if you don't like it. 1/4 cup of basil, which I thinly julienned it. This is Thai basil, but it is also popular in south of China. It has a nickname called 金不换, which translates as I wouldn't even trade it for gold. That's how much we love basil. If you don't like basil, you can switch it with a scallion. Stir the filling until the seasonings are well combined. Then add 1/4 cup of chicken stock in batches and stir it within one direction for about 5 minutes. The stirring will gelatinize the protein, which helps the filling to absorb the liquid. This is the key to make your dumpling juicy and tender. When you see the filling is jiggling like that, you are good to go. If you are a meat eater, you can stop the filling right here, but I always like to add some vegetables to balance the texture. Today, I am using spinach. Blanch it in boiling water for 15 seconds. Cool it down under running water, then squeeze the water out. Dice the spinach finely. This is mature spinach, so it is bigger. You can use baby spinach or any other leafy vegetables. Add it to the filling and mix well. Set the filling aside and we're going to check back on the dough. It has been rested for about 30 minutes now. It becomes soft. You can easily roll it into a long, even strip. If you didn't give it enough time, the gluten will bounce back when you roll the dough, which is frustrating. Divide this strip into small pieces, about 12 grams each. This recipe is enough to make about 50 dumplings. You don't need a skill, just go by the feeling. I like to flip the strip in between each cut. Sprinkle some flour to prevent them from sticking to each other. Cover with a plastic wrap so they don't dry out. Alright, let's wrap the dumplings. Take one piece of the dough, put the cut surface facing vertically, flatten it with your hand, then pick it up. Use a rolling pin to roll the edge back and forth. The left hand rolls the dough. Repeat that, and you will get a round wrapper with a thick middle and a thinner edge. Put some filling in the middle. Pack it tight. Fold the wrapper in half. Pinch the middle. Push the end towards the center to create two corners. Pinch the first corner. Fold the other corner in a way that creates two pleats. Do the same thing to the other side. There you go. This is a fast and easy folding method for beginners. If you are ambitious, let me show you the classic folding method, which is prettier. Use your right hand to pinch the corner to create the first pleat. With the help from your left hand, repeat the following actions. Stretch, fold, and pinch. Stretch, fold, and pinch. This method takes a lot of practice until it comes out pretty like this. Making dumplings usually is a family event. Everybody can contribute a little, so it becomes a joy to get together. The taste is the best when love is involved in the process. Next, we're going to pan fry them. Add a generous amount of oil to your frying pan and swirl it around to cover the bottom. Don't need to wait for the pan to get hot. Just directly add the dumplings and pan fry over medium-low heat without the lid for a few minutes. We just want the bottom to have some nice color. You can take a peek. Like that is beautiful. At this point, the dumplings are not completely cooked through. Pour in a quarter cup of water and put on the lid. Keep the heat at medium-low. Let the steam to cook the dumplings for 6 to 8 more minutes. Don't worry that the dumplings will lose the crust due to the added water. Once the water is fully evaporated, the bottom will be crispy again. This looks beautiful, but a dumpling can't be perfect without a dipping sauce. Let me show you how to make that. Press 2 cloves of garlic through a garlic presser. Add 1 teaspoon of grated ginger, 2 tablespoons of diced scallions, and 1 tablespoon of chili flake. Heat 3 tablespoons of oil until smoking hot, then pour it onto the aromatics to activate the aroma. Add 3 tablespoons of soy sauce and 1 tablespoon of Chinese black vinegar. Mix well and the sauce is done. That looks so good. I'm gonna eat one without the dipping sauce. This is delicious. It's very crispy on the outside. The inside is tender and flavorful. As soon as you take a bite, the juice just squirts out. It's very hot, so be careful, don't burn yourself. Let me eat another one with the dipping sauce. I can't wait because the smell is just incredible. It's very garlicky, and this little spicy kick made it the perfect dumpling. I hope you give this a try soon because making dumplings at home is so much fun. It is also cost effective. We made 50 dumplings and the cost of the ingredients is under $10. This is enough to feed a 4-member family. I got so much left. You can freeze them. They are freezer friendly. Whenever you want to eat them again, you just cook them the same way that we just did without defrosting. However, frozen dumplings do take a little longer to cook through. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, the printable recipe link is in the description. You can check it out later. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!